Hello, welcome back to our next installment. And previously, we went through all Gradania. We attuned to the Ethernet shard. We spoke with the proprietor of the markets in Gradania, and we also gained all the Ethernet shards so we can exit to the different gates of the airship landing just by right-clicking on it. So this will greatly reduce the time we need to travel around the city. Now we need to start. We need to start with the Lancers Guild, which is our class. So go ahead, run up, and enter right on in. Now that's not the guy we need to speak to. This is the person we need to speak to. Notice the main quest marker above the head. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever so plentiful in the Twelves Wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals ever since before the founding of Gradania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spear masters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gradania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Mistail nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gradania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you've a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin enrollment procedures. Now, this is the guild that we signed up for during character creation, so we have to join this guild. But we are only limited to this guild for 10 levels. Once we reach class level 10, we are free to join. We are free to continue with the Lancers Guild or to switch to any other class that suits our fancy. And if you wish, you can go. You can start with all classes in the game if you wish. But each class you start off with will start back at 1 or at some arbitrary level depending on the DLC that the class was introduced. Well then, and notice the plus sign icon. This completing the quest that just opened up will unlock the Lancer for us. That's why they have that marker there. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist within the Lancers Guild? Julian wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Lancers Guild, and yes, we will. Excellent! I shall let Guildmaster Yuane know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Pray, make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. And there is Guildmaster. There is the follow-up icon. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in sooth. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forgo plate, favoring armor of leather and chain. Such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield. For good or ill, even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet, know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? And we can, again, say yes or no. We're going to say yes. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny your place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I am Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I hereby assign you your first task, a trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs, and fungars that roam just outside the city should provide you a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. And thus we have our first class quest. And also, why we previously went and unlocked all the ether shards, because normally we would have to run through all the way back to the point here, and then all the way to the blue gate. But since we have the Ethernet shard unlocked, we can simply select the blue badger gate, hit a second time, and we'd be instantly transported. Right-click on a target to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you are currently attacking. Various actions, such as spells and weapon skills, can be performed by clicking the icons located in the hotbar on the bottom of your screen. These actions can also be initiated by using the shortcut keys indicated in the upper left hand corner of each icon. Most actions require magic points MP to execute, in addition to having recast times of various lengths. Detailed information on an action can be viewed by mousing over its icon. Disciples of Magic and Disciples of War, who specialize in range attacks, such as archers, are best suited fighting their targets from a distance. The range and radius of an action can also be confirmed in the help window. So congratulations, you have just received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eurasia. And there are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes and uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards granted upon attaining certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armor, others include titles, which can be added to your display, named to showcase your greatness. So we are a disciple of war, and we are a melee class. These are the guards here. To my knowledge, they won't attack you. If you attack them, that might change. But you want to avoid any of the mobs that are too close to them, as they will simply just one shot kill them. The animals that we have to attack will have a quest marker above them. Now, unlike other games, if we just hit the attack, the attack here, we will not do anything. This is the difference between other games, such other games where if you hit the attack, your character will perform the action. This is the lock icon. If it's locked, you cannot move the icons around. If it is unlocked like this, you can click and drag and move the icon to whatever bar you want. Right now, keep it locked so you don't accidentally perform the action you don't want. So, in order to attack, actively select your target. You will see this icon here, and now your attack function will work. You can also select tab, and it will automatically target the next one. And notice our experience points down there are changing. In the event multiple solo players attack the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution to the battle. If you see a fellow player in need of a hand, do not hesitate to lend yours. An item you have equipped is now bound to you and can no longer be traded or put for sale in the markets. Most items can be sold and traded freely before they are used in battle, crafting, or gathering. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these three actions after equipping a new piece of gear will bind the item to you, preventing future trade for sale to other players. NPC shops will still purchase bound items. So if you press C to bring up our character, if you click on our spear, if you click on our spear, notice that it's now bound to us. I believe all the stuff we are wearing is also bound. Now if you click on this, this is your armory chest, and you have this is a storage for your weapons and armor. Each piece, each icon is a different basically it's a different option. It's a different storage space. So anything we can kind of equip will show up in there, unless it's already equipped here. Now you can also initiate the action by pressing on since this is just with a 1 here, this will activate with just the number 1. If we drag it up top here, we will need to hit Control and 1. But let's keep it on the main hotbar. So now that we've We've killed 3 little ladybugs. Notice the quest icons have disappeared from the little ladybugs. That means we are finished with them. Please excuse my coughing. I'm getting over a... And we are now finished with the ground scrolls. Now we just need the fungar. Please excuse any coughing or something like that in the background. I'm getting over a mild malady here. Fate is short for Full Active Time Event. These public quests occur periodically in real time around Eorzea, and anyone can participate by simply showing up before one ends. When you sense a fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen, and the location will be displayed on your map. The type of fate in progress can be identified by its map icon. Mousing over the icon will display the fate title. You will automatically join the fate the moment you cross the event threshold. At this time, the fate title objective will appear on your duty list. If you are several levels higher than the recommended level, a level sync button will appear on your duty list. Press the button to automatically lower your level so that you may participate and receive rewards. Also, if you are lower than the minimum recommended level, the game will tell you, and your rewards for participating in such a fate will also be reduced. Also, your ability to damage a mob may be severely limited if you are significantly lower in levels from them. Alright, we have finished our task. Let's go back to the guild. So, once we teleported to the gate from the Ethernet shard. We cannot teleport from the gate back to the back. We need to go to the closest Ethernet shard first. So we still need to do a little bit of running around. So again, right-click on the Ethernet crystal or Ethernet shard, select Ethernet, and this will give the options. We need to go back to the Lancers Guild. Thankfully, there is a Ethernet with that title. So go ahead and click on it. It'll update the map. Click a second time to transport. So we want to go back to the Guildmaster, who has the completion icon. Right-click on him. So you're back. I chose you. I've learned something of essence in our art. A Lancer learns best when he is doing each thrust, making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. I would have you take with you this hunting log. It bears the names of the creatures against which a Lancer might hone his skills. To be sure, there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. That will be all for the present. Now, take your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When next we meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. The next Lancer quest will be available from Yuan upon reaching level 5. Some items can be used granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, HP boost, and more. Using an item is simply as selecting use from the item sub-commands. Items with so potions. You can put potions in your hotbar and select them. They do have a minor recast time. You can also eat food, which is what he gave us, and it'll, for a duration of 30 minutes, it gains the bonuses there. Different foods will give us different stuff. Now, again, you have the hunting log, and that is available under logs. Hunting log, or press H, and that will give us a list of mobs that we can kill in order to gain experience. Now notice the quest icon here is red with a key. We can, and notice we need to have our Lancer level at level 5. So that's going to bring us to a close for now. Next time we will report back to the Carnage Canopy to report our success, and we will also get to level 5 to do the next Lancer's quest. But thank you for watching, and have a great day.